Hello everybody, I'm Duke James, this is Portugal. Alright, I've taken this province with an expedition. I mentioned that I didn't think that the colonized provinces had delicacies, and this province has cocoa. So that is not true. I don't think it shows up as having it before it's colonized though, so you can't actually scout out provinces or stuff like that. I don't see any provinces. Ooh, Flanders is over here now. Okay. Flanders is colonizing. That's not what I would have thought. Hey, France, you want to do your thing? You want to eat them? How's everybody else going? England has exploration ideas too. They were able to grab exploration ideas without putting any points into naval ideas. That seems like it's cheating. France has naval and exploration, but nothing in them. Diptech 14. England is Diptech 18, so they could start colonizing if they wanted to. France really wouldn't get anywhere. And Spain does not have exploration, so, and they're Diptech 17. I suppose it's just Flanders then that has exploration. So they have a 40% chance every year to get territory. Alright then. Given Brazil 500 ducats, but I don't really trust the AI with money. I feel like, at least in older patches, they would just build troops and then delete them. Not as bad now because troops cost like 1 ducat to build. So if they build a bunch of troops and delete them, it's not that financially bad anymore, but they should have a 6 ducat balance, close to it, and then they have 650 ducats in their treasury. If I wanted to build stuff, I believe I could just build stuff now. They've changed it so you can actually select vassal provinces, so that's good. I'll probably try and build a couple buildings before I switch over. This is their capital, so I'm definitely going to change that to a Rio. Well, then again, Rio's not their capital, so I could potentially leave it here. This only gives commerce output plus 10%, so I'm pretty sure there's better provinces to put my capital in. And that's kind of pretty far east. I haven't given that much thought yet. That's something to think about when I become Brazil. Alright, so I'm going to try to invest in their provinces once I get their provinces through expeditions, just to prevent them from dying. Prevent the people in those provinces from dying. This province has forestry size of 1658, 481 farmlands, 113 size mines. That's a lot of sea salt available in that province. Let's do 20 ducats in a forest. Yeah, Brazil is definitely resource rich. The problem is they don't have a whole lot of people to work their provinces. I suppose was historically correct, which is why they had a lot of immigration. Kind of like America, it's just vast territory with nobody in there, so you might as well get people to migrate and then work the land. I went ahead and I just conquered this province. It was a quick war. That's 122,000 peasants living in that province. 316 size farmlands, 416 size forests, so that'll be a good province to build irrigation in. That province is coring. This one has irrigation rank 1. Okay, I think I built irrigation rank 1. I can't exactly remember. I thought it had rank 1. I thought it did. Irrigation rank 2 would be 778 ducats, so maybe it didn't. If it decayed from 2 to 1, that would be pretty cheap. Alright, so I sent one expedition. I colonized South America. I sent one expedition to Brazil. I'll send a second one before probably going to... Probably go to East Africa, just snake my way to India and Asia. Hey, this province has gold. So apparently as a colony, gold is discovered? I don't think gold shows up here. These provinces do have ivory, which is nice because that is an exotic. What about this province? Does this province have ivory? Yep. It has ivory, mine size, what? Mine size 195. Unfortunately now, since all of the provinces start with industries once they're colonized, you can't choose not to open up a sea salt and just 195 size ivory. So that's unfortunate. That's one of the bad things, but I suppose not having to open up 30 industries every time you colonize a province makes that a worthwhile trade-off. Let's go ahead and open up that ivory. I'm actually going to just select all of my provinces. And then open up ivory slots in all of my provinces. Just in case there's a slot that I don't know that has ivory potentially opened up. Alright, it did not because that only cost 5 ducats, which means it was only open in one province. Colonizing this province. Sao Paulo de Luanda. Apparently it has a dominant center of production. That generally always goes away. It's just some weird calculation with colonies producing stuff. This one has pearls. Size 113. There's a couple provinces that have pearls. I think it's all of these small colonies down here. Yeah, this one has pearls as well. You can't invest in colonies, so it looks like I invested in this 63 size mine out of 81, so I'll leave that for now. And this one just has sea salt. Alright, so I think there's a third province that has pearls, but don't know where it is off the top of my head. My naval materials, I gain 199 each month, and I use 188. If I build a couple ships, I'll probably just send them to the Tyrrhenian. Because I have 70% of the trade in the France node. Only 32% in the Tyrrhenian. Then I also have 5 ships protecting it in the Adriatic, because that gives me... Well, that actually only gives me 248. What if moving them... Can I send them to the Nile? Actually can. Alright, I'll send them to the Nile and see what that gets me. The Mamluks have 121 trade power. But I think everybody else really doesn't have much, but in the Adriatic it's a lot more crowded. And that's actually only 1 ducat more. That's actually 0.2 ducats more than in the Nile, so I think that should net me more than 2.5 ducats or whatever. I sent a merchant to the Baltic, right? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna recall that merchant. Put a merchant there. I'm gonna put that merchant down in South Africa. Because then I should be able to start converting those provinces, because I think... Yeah, I should have more than 50%. I mean, I should have 100% of all the trade in there. Because there's nobody else. For the most part. Probably be less ducats, but I want to start converting these provinces through the trade node. Alright, expanding down there. That is 3 ducats, 33. 3.33 ducats, so a little bit more than the Adriatic. Then I will start converting those provinces with that. Admin Tech 20, I will take trade. That should give me a whole heap of merchants from that first idea. Also gives a little bit of maximum resource size. Hey, looks like casual literacy has spawned. How's that going? It's not that it's spawned, it's appeared. Because there is no origination point. Don't see it spreading, though. You need Tech 21 the year 1500, so 6 years. It's knowledge production minus 2 divided by 8 squared. Provinces have to have commercialization present, knowledge production greater than or equal to 2, and it has higher learning industries. So once that starts spreading, I should invent it, really. Because I believe I fit all of those requirements in most of my provinces. Grab that back. To make 25 ducats, even giving 5 ducats to Brazil, and a little bit of other... It's actually more than 5 ducats, since I give 5% of my income to both Haiti and Brazil. I think that's like 6 or 7 ducats then. What happened to my expedition? Did I not send an... Oh, there we go. And normally that happens before... Okay, we grabbed that one. Generally, that always happens before January 1st. I think like December 27th is generally when that pops up. So I want one province in each node to be a centralized province where the trade flows through there, and I build the highest amenities. So I'm thinking, obviously, Lisbon for the Iberian node, Ceuta for the Strait of Gibraltar node. Looking at this province, there's 37,000 residents. The amenities is rank 2, so what would amenities rank 3 cost? $615? I'll go ahead and just pay that, because I want to build that province up. And then I'm thinking for Senegambia, these provinces are all pretty much unprotected, so I think I'm going to try to make Cabo the province here, although the location effects in there are not that good. Yeah, I might not want to do that. I think what I might want to do is, I'm doing a spy network on Yolof, so I think I might attack them and then try to grab these 2 coastal provinces, build a fort in one of those provinces, and that'll protect this province, and then build this province up. I should probably, in the meantime, build a garrison here, because that should be constructed relatively quickly, a lot faster than a fort, and it'll provide it with 1 fort level. So I think I'll build up that province. Yeah, because that is definitely the best province in terms of natural location effects. So I'll build that one up in Senegambia. And then I think for the Guinea Coast, I'll build up this one. Because this province has... Well, commerce output is 10%. What provinces here have better commerce output? It looks like all of the provinces are commerce output 10%. Okay, that one's a little bit better than the other ones, but that's also occupied by a country right now. Yeah, I think I might just build up this province. I was looking at this province because it has 800 burghers in it, so there's already a lot of burghers in this province, so they should be able to build up that province. I think it's easier to keep the burghers there than it is to build that province up. This one would probably be this province. I assume this is the best province over here. Harborage and location are both important. Yeah, and that one's just location, so I'll build up that province. That province and this province are colonies right now, and then this province... I think I built up Maputo in my Fez campaign, so I think that worked out pretty well, so I'll probably just build up this province. Yeah, it's harbor is important, location is minor. This one might be a little bit better. Yeah, its location effect is major. Harbor is important. I might want to build this up, actually. This, the Cape instead. I can't colonize it right now, and I really don't want to send expeditions to try and grab it. I might send one expedition. I think that's all. Well, unless I conquer more territory. Probably not going to be in Portugal for much longer. Enough to really build those cities up too much, but put some money into those provinces. Try and save 1,000 ducats to give Brazil before I switch. I didn't anticipate doing anything in Northern Europe, but Sweden's had a lot of their territory taken from them, and they would accept vassalization, so I feel like I might as well just vassalize Sweden. I could easily get them to 180. I think it's 180 now. Yeah, it used to be 190. Alright, I sent 2 expeditions to northern Brazil, so I'll send one to... one to East Africa. I don't know if there's any... I don't believe there's any colonizable provinces in East Africa. Assuming these provinces are not considered East Africa. But I'm gonna send one. If that fails, then I'm just gonna skip East Africa and go to Arabia. I might be able to take a province from a country over there anyway, so I'll send one over there. I think Denmark is allied to Lithuania, Livonian Order, and Flanders. Okay, actually not as bad as I thought their allies would be. Give them Sweden's cores back. That's something that I did not think would happen in this campaign. Oh, there's an extra merchant. Alright, merchant there, there, and there, there. I think I have all of the... Oh, nope, I have no merchant in the channel for some reason. Must have been taken out. I think I lost that merchant, actually, and they just gave me him back. That'll happen sometimes. Alright, this province is completed. I'm gonna build up a garrison here just to protect it. 100 ducats. You know, if it's 100 ducats... Then again, garrisons, if it's 100 ducats, I feel in my head I might as well just build it like a modern castle, because that's only 70 ducats more, but when you build forts in provinces bordering each other, that kind of screws up fort mechanics, and then that'll take 6 years to build, and then it costs money every month. So that province is protected by this fort, and there's this fort over here that I just left. Oh, hit my microphone. So it's protected by this one. I'll just build a garrison rank 1. And then to keep people from leaving... do a farmland investment, forestry investment. I'll do 10 ducats into every thing. And then a 10 ducat commerce investment. There are a little bit less than 5,000 residents here. Life, 220%. Comfort, 335%. Luxury, 340%. I don't think that stuff is going to hold, but that is a lot. That is pretty high. Demand promotion to Empire, request promotion to Empire. I have this mission here, if you've noticed. Because I've taken territory up here. Establish the Orison toll. I don't own any of these provinces, and yet this mission shows up, or this decision shows up. I believe those are all Danish provinces. Yoon. That one. Skane, which is not a Swedish core. I suppose if I'm going to conquer up here, I could do that for fun. But that wouldn't be actually for a while, probably after the Brazil campaign. I'm kind of just going to leave this stuff. I might start actually building up this province, because I haven't done anything here, but I might throw some ducats up here. Build like an amenities rank 1 or something. Probably not now. Right now, actually, I'm going to, I think, end this part here and pick up the next part. Probably go for a little bit. I always say that I haven't gone that much outside, but then generally because something pops up and I want to show everyone, but I'll try and go for a little bit. See if I grab provinces over here and continue along the coast in Brazil. I think I have to put some ducats into here, so I'll look at their provinces, do some investments, and then go from there. So, thank you for watching. Goodbye.